Hello YouTubers, Bald Rhino here. Wanted to show you my BGS Beckett submission. I'm really excited about it. I've always believed that Beckett was far tougher in the grading category than PSA, and so as a result I took some of my best cards and wanted to prove a point, and so far I think it's been proven that it's virtually impossible to get a 10 in Beckett. I'd love some feedback from all of you as to which ones of these I should break and put into a PSA slab, because obviously PSA is much more valuable of a grade than a Beckett. So here's the first submission, which I really was excited about. It's obviously a 10 in PSA, but this card is beautiful. Barry Bonds. I don't want him in the Hall of Fame, but I'm pretty sure he'll get there. The next card was a disappointment, and I'm still learning how to grade things, but it's off center, and you can see that it had very high subgrades, but man, anytime you have a bad centering or one bad subgrade, it really brings down the value of the card and the grade of the card. These are all rookies. This is Darryl Strawberry. Man, what a waste of talent. Great card though. 9. And obviously at one point or another I loved his swing and collected him. So there's another 9. Both cards are virtually perfect. I've looked at them. I can't understand why they're not higher. So curious if you think those should be broken. Here's probably my favorite player of all time. I just thought he was quote-unquote badass. Greatest athlete I've ever seen. Could do anything, virtually anything from a physical perspective. And he's a class act after the injury. A lot of people I don't think would have been quite as great as Bo Jackson was after the fact too. There's another Bo. I'm definitely not going to break any of these because I have so many Bo Jackson cards, but another beautiful card. That one that I just showed that was 9.5 is a perfect card. There's nothing wrong with it. Here was the real big disappointment. I might break this one just to practice breaking Beckett slabs, but 7.5. Again, the subgrades are high, except for the centering. I've heard a rumor that if you have a card that's well centered but has bad subgrades, you should break that and send it to PSA because you'll probably receive a higher grade. But this one, I think Sheffield will make the Hall of Fame at some point too. He was a great home run hitter. It looks like he can still do it. Saw him on TV, and he looks pretty shape. Here's a 9, Bo Jackson. Just a gorgeous card, great player. Just love Bo Jackson. And here's one that, again, I was able to get really, really cheap, but that's because the centering is poor. Derek Jeter, 9. There's that great Bo Jackson, and look at that card. Now you know that's a 10 in PSA. I just love the Beckett slab. I wish it was worth more money. I just love the subgrade thought of it, and the protection of the slab is superior to all the others. But man, I tell you what, if you look at a PSA versus a Beckett, I mean, the value is extraordinarily different. And here's the Boyd Boggs 8.5 on that rookie card. All of these cards I had when I was a kid, so I didn't have to buy any of these cards, thank goodness. And then the last one, which was a Bo Jackson, I've actually bought this card in a 10, but great looking leaf card. Hey, thanks for checking in. I hope this was of interest to you. Take care.